Frank Melloni, Renaissance Firearms Instruction here, today with Caldwell's BR Pivot Shooting Bench. We're going to spend a little time with this guy today, take a little bit and see exactly what it is that makes this bench so special, perfect for all your shooting needs. We're going to give it the recoil test with a Mossberg 500 and some 12 gauge shells. So, why don't we go ahead and let's start with adjustment. With just a thumb screw, your seat could be adjusted to accommodate any height shooter or any size rest that you may be using. We'll go ahead and lock it in. You can also pivot your seat should you be the type of shooter that needs to shoot a little further away from the bench, or if you like to stay very close to it. And of course, it slides 100% out of the way, so should you be in a wheelchair, you can get right up to this as well. The three legs of the shooting bench have adjustments as well, so should you find yourself not shooting on level ground, you can adjust them to give you a stable, level shooting platform. The screw that holds our tabletop can be loosened so you can adjust your tabletop, and we can keep it loose if you want to allow it to pivot. Say you were set up in a hunting blind and you want to be able to turn your bench while you were hunting. You can tighten it in to stabilize the bench so it can't move. So once we have our bench set up to our liking, this whole design works great with a good shooting rest, and we're using the Caldwell Rock shooting rest right here. So let's go ahead, let's get a few rounds downrange, see how this works in action. Nice and comfortable. Nice smooth wood is a great finish on this. You don't have to worry about splintering, especially if you take care of it and bring it inside at the end of the day. I like it. Definitely sold on it. So you might be looking at this and saying, it looks a little big. Am I going to be able to get that in my vehicle, get it to the range, or wherever it is I might be shooting? Should I have some private land? These are great for a situation like that. Well, let's go ahead and cover the last step, and that's taking it apart and packing it up. Even in this compact vehicle, this breaks down as such a small, easy, manageable package. Anybody can own one of these. We have a Hyundai Accent here, one of the smallest cars on the market. So let's go ahead and take this apart. First thing we're going to do, we're going to loosen that screw that holds the tabletop on, and then it's going to lift straight off. It's very manageable. Go ahead and get that into the car. The next step, the same screw that allows us to pivot the seat, holds it in place. We loosen that, slide off our shooting seat, place that to the car. The main beam is, as the name applies, one piece. Again, the same screw that allows that to pivot, holds it in place. Take that off. And then my favorite part, the legs self-stabilize into one unit. And we place that into our trunk. Leaves us room for our shooting bag, rifles, anything else we might need to shoot. The Caldwell BR Pivot Shooting Bench. Check one out at your local retailer.